Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by green fields, lived a boy named Arav. Arav was clever, but he had a habit of worrying too much. Even the smallest difficulty looked like a mountain to him. If the weather was too hot, he would say, "How can anyone work in this heat?" If the teacher gave him homework, he would complain, "This is impossible." If his mother asked him to help, he would mutter, "Why is everything so hard for me?" Day by day, Arav's complaints grew. And slowly, people began to avoid him. No one likes being around someone who only sees problems. One evening, Arav's father grew tired of hearing his son's endless sigh. He called Arav and said, "Come with me. I want to show you something." They walked for a long time until they reached a pond at the edge of the village. The water was still and quiet. Arav's father handed him a small handful of salt and said, "Throw it in." Arav tossed the salt into the pond. His father then told him, "Now taste the water." Arav bent down, sipped it, and immediately spat it out. "It's so bitter," he said. His father only nodded. Then he gave him another handful of salt, this time leading him to the wide river nearby. "Throw it in here." Arav obeyed. When his father asked him to taste the river water, he cooped his hands, drank, and looked up in surprise. "It's fresh. I can't taste the salt at all." Smiling gently, his father said, "Son, life's problems are like the salt. They are always there and their amount never changes. But how much they affect you depends on the size of your heart. If you keep your heart small like the pond, every problem will make your life bitter. But if you grow your heart like the river, you'll hardly feel the bitterness at all." Those words sank deep into Arav's mind. For the first time, he realized maybe the world was not as cruel as he thought. Maybe the problem wasn't life, but how he looked at it. That night, lying in bed, Arav couldn't stop thinking about the pond and the river. He whispered to himself, "If I stay like the pond, I'll keep suffering. But if I become like the river, I can handle anything." From the next morning, Arav decided to change little by little. When his teacher gave him extra homework, he didn't complain. Instead, he told himself, "This is my chance to get better." When his mother asked him to carry buckets of water, he smiled and thought, "This is how I'll grow stronger." Even when the sun burned down on his back, instead of groaning, he said, "This is just another test. I can face it." At first, it wasn't easy. The old habit of complaining pulled him back. But every time he remembered his father's words, he pushed himself forward. Weeks turned into months, and something beautiful began to happen. Arav started to change. He was no longer the boy who cried at every little thing. People noticed his calmness. His friends wanted to spend more time with him. His teacher praised him in class. His parents felt proud. And most importantly, Ara felt lighter inside. Problems still came. Storms, exams, chores, but he no longer drowned in them. Instead, he floated like the river, carrying them with ease. One evening, as the sun set behind the hills, Arav sat quietly by the river. He watched the water flow endlessly, carrying leaves, sticks, and stones without stopping. He smiled and whispered, "Every problem in life has a simple solution. It's not about removing the salt. It's about becoming the river." So my friends, remember this. Life will always bring challenges. Some days will be hard. Some nights will feel endless. But the answer is not to complain or to run away. The answer is to grow bigger. To open your heart wider and to face your problems with calmness. Because the truth is simple. Problems don't shrink. We grow. And when we grow, every problem becomes small. So whenever you feel stuck, just ask yourself, am I being the pond or am I being the river?